We all have our favorite days of the year. Cinco de Mayo, the Memorial Day Milo Throwdown, Spraying and Praying on the 4th of July, Slingfest, aka October 1st into the Florida Blackout. These are the days of our lives. But there's one day that stands out to me, even more and more now that I don't have to suffer through frostbitten fingertips to enjoy it, and that's my annual Christmas light application weekend. It's 3 days of progressive, instant gratification and is yet another way to end the year dominating. This year I got out early. I had a little help on Thanksgiving Day morning. My son Nick, he helped me get everything organized, clipped and tested, and we were able to hang about 1/3 of the C9 warm white shingle and gutter outline before heading in to watch the Bears. Friday I took a break. Saturday was the day. 78 degrees and sunny. It's time to climb. Just be ready to call 911. Okay, so I'm gonna get down here so I don't kill myself because I'm starting to get tired, but I just wanted to show you something that'll happen, what comes with experience from doing the lights at your house for a couple years. And this is one of those things, you're gonna get better and better at it every single year. So I've learned that a strand of these lights, and I don't know how long these are from end to end, but I'll put it up there, 17 feet, but I think something like that. But literally I can get one light right here, and I'll try to get one right on the peak. Actually, I need to spread this one down a little bit. So this is literally the last light in the string. It's at the dead of the peak here, and it goes all the way down. And you see, I had to compensate just a little bit right here, but other than that, they're perfect all the way down. And that strand actually starts right there at the corner. So it's one full strand is from that corner to here. I'll get down there and show you. See how that one starts brand new right there? Because I know that it's perfect that I can get one strand going up through here and then up through here. I've learned after doing this a few times that ends me up right there exactly at the peak. So you know what that means? It means two things. The first thing it means is that this new element that I put here can plug right in there because of the fact that I got an ending string right there, so you can see it plugs right in. This only comes with just knowing your layout. But the other thing that it does is that I know that there's one full string that starts there and ends at that corner down there. And if I'm not explaining this right, well, I'm sorry. Just I'm trying my best here. But either way, it comes down. So I have a full string then from that peak down here and down to here, and it ends right here at this corner. See? The point I was making earlier about the fact that these runs come up perfect for me is to illustrate to you that with experience, you will learn how to make your layout more efficient, which will make your putting up and taking down much quicker and easier. The other thing I do is every year I debate on whether I'm going to lean over the edge like I did this year or if I'm going to get these from the ground. This year I decided that bad footing on a ladder in the landscape was more dangerous than leaning over forward and doing them that way. It's always a give and take. Now I have a playlist I'll link below from all the years that I've been teaching my clean, simple, classy Christmas light style. Each is a little bit different, but I did take extra time in 2017 and made a very detailed video showing this technique in its current form with my current setup. Each year I try to make improvements to the look while still keeping the clean and classy at the forefront. At the end I'll show you some of the improvements I've made this year to my base layer, and then later in the next few days I'll show you some next steps I'm taking to punch things up this season and ensure domination reigns this Christmas in Florida. But first, clip imposters. Now here are the shingle and gutter clips that I've been recommending for a few years now, and I'll give you a link to those on Amazon below. However, I picked these up at Lowe's and I thought they were the same, but they're actually not. They're a simplified version that looks very similar, but as you can see, instead of hugging the light root, it pushes onto it from the bottom. I found that these do hold very well and are a step simpler to utilize. If you find these at Lowe's, I do recommend them. One quick warning, if you move these chase lounges and you don't put them back exactly as they were in the exact same spot, you're going to hear from management.
Just an FYI for any of you that own a similar Chase lounge. Also, today as I edit this, it's December 1st. Goodbye, Movember. Ned Flanders wants his mustache back.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is attempt to take you on a little end of day one tour here. Now, nothing is final here, and in fact, I'll probably change some extension cords around. None of the timers are on. These are just, so I've got to set those up. So some things are going to get moved, but this is just that time where I kind of look at things. Now, I'll show you this on the other side too, but something I do, and it doesn't show up real well on the camera, but it does to my eye, is I take some, these are called warm white, but they're spotlights. I just try to wash that warm white down the row here, because if you have just too much red, it gets to be too much red. So, you know, by washing a little warm white in the background there, I just like the way that looks. You'll see it on the other side in another application. Really what I need to do, see, is I need another one of those warm whites down here in the middle to wash into here. So that's something I'm going to note. Over here, this was something new I tried. I kind of like this. The wife likes it too. These are sister bushes here, we call these, and I have them in pots. They're red. You guys have probably seen them in videos before. So their natural color is a pinkish red. And then I took the white raspberry lights and I put those in the pots and then uplighted them in green. I think that looks pretty good. I like them in the pots like this because they're round, so they look like rocks in there, sort of. Of course, you can see our C9s coming down. Nice, clean, simple, classy. All lined up nice. Okay, coming around here now, spotlights in effect. Definitely no ground game. I always say that every year. I need some ground game, but I've got a solution for this that we're going to try this year. But you can see the C9s going along the edges look good. The star up there at the top, that's a new addition this year. That came from Home Depot. I think it was like 50 bucks. That, I am really happy with that. I think that looks really good up there. It's not too bright. It's got a little bit of a twinkle to it. Stands out. I'm really happy with that purchase. We just found that one night late after a few drinks. I think I'll adjust some of the spotlights in here a little bit. Now here again, you'll see on these two palms right here, those are just those off-white or warm white spots on there. I wanted to do that to kind of even things out. Now I might do more with these palms coming up, but for now that's an example of how I throw some white up in there. And then you'll see I also have white thrown up on these posts. Same kind of deal there, just to try to balance out when you have so much red and so much green. And then here in these pots, I also did the raspberries again, except this time I did red raspberries. And I like the way that looks, just to kind of frame those pots out a little bit there. I really do like that. Now my wife's got a wreath for the door, and I definitely need to get something up in there, so got some work to do there. Coming back around here though, you see the C9s are looking good. There's that star again. Man, I really do like the way that looks. Yeah, this is not bad for my first day. I got some adjusting to do, some things need to move, but for day one, not too bad. Now you see it's real dark over here. These Robolini palms, I got a lot to do here. I just got those white spots on them again. Just trying to put a little white flare, a white throw up in there, just to complement and kind of tone down some of this red and green. But you'll see over here we got nothing done yet. Only thing I got down over here is just my lights going down the side here. So lots of work to still be done over here, lots of potential. The next couple weeks is where the fun stuff comes in. Maybe each night I'll do something a little different, experiment with something, add something to the display. But I can tell you right now, I'm dominating with just this right here, just these basics.